It's always a good thing to take some time on Saturdays and just kind of sit and soak, ponder, reflect. Today's little verse, in fact, there are two of them. Always look for things that are repeated. It's for the point of emphasis most often. And in Proverbs chapter 20, verses 10 and 23, we have a principle that is stated and then reemphasized. Certain things that God detests, that God hates. Differing weights and scales. Differing weights and dishonest scales are detestable to the Lord. Wow. You know, I remember the old example of the butcher in days gone by. You'd go to the butcher shop or go to the grocery store, and that butcher would cut the meat that you would want. But the old adage was sometimes he'd put his thumb on the scale and make it weigh a little heavier so he could charge you more. That's the exact thing that the writer of the book of Proverbs says that God detests, God hates. Dishonest weights and scales, differing weights and scales. In fact, Lady Justice is blind and there's no thumb on the scales. Well, if that's what God detests, differing weights and measures, differing weights, dishonest scales, what does he delight in? Just a couple little verses, and I'll leave you with this. Jeremiah chapter 9, verses 23 and 24. Jeremiah chapter 9, verses 23 and 24. Let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, or the strong man glory in his strength, or the rich man glory or boast in his riches, but let him that glories, let him that boasts, let him that brags, brag about this, that he understands and knows me, that I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight. While on the one hand, God detests unfairness, differing weights and scales, differing scales, dishonest weights and measures, what God does delight in are those people that know and understand him. He is the Lord, he is the God who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness in the earth. Hope you've had a wonderful day. God bless you. Have a good evening.